Charm here! And I know what you're thinking. What the heck? She's doing another Animal Crossing art video. And it's not the only game I play. I do play other games, just it's the only one I've been playing recently. There's just something fun about taking a concept of a game and switching it around. Or creating something within a game. So today I thought it'd be fun if I took two Animal Crossing villagers and switched their species. Because a lot of their design only makes sense with the animals they have. Like you have a lot of frogs that obviously have the frog patterns. Cows, they have spots. But how would that work on, let's say, a cat? How would the frog patterns work on a squirrel? Stuff like that. I thought it'd be fun. I want to see how it changes the design overall. Now first up, I found a website that randomly generates Animal Crossing villagers. And of course it's New Leaf, but honestly, I'm not gonna worry about the new characters just because I think there's only a few of them. And most of them are in this generator anyways. Like, come on, there's like over 100, maybe 200. I have no idea. There's too many. But my goofball brain, forgot to record the video of me and I do have the audio. I'm not gonna bother playing it because it's just gonna be faster to explain to you instead of just posting my reaction. So for my first one, I got Drift and Clyde. Honestly, I can't remember who Clyde was. I thought it was a different horse. But apparently it's this one, and I don't remember seeing it very much. So already we have a very frog design. You have bright colors, spots, but the horse is very plain. It just has white around the muzzle, and basically that's it. His other characteristic is that his eyes are shut. So it's very interesting to see how it will be flipped around. Another thing too is seeing the colors. Because typically, yes, Animal Crossing does have like blue dogs and purple horses or something. But it's still interesting to see like a horse that's gonna be a bright orange red with yellow. Another thing too was I was planning on doing 3 of these, but then I realized if I'm drawing both of them at the same time, which I don't know if I should have done them at the same time, I should have like focused on one and then went to the other, but I did it this way. You live, you learn. But at the end, I ended up drawing 4 characters, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to 2 tries. But if you guys are interested, let me know if you want to see me do this again. With Drift Horse, that's weird to say. I tried putting him in a different pose. But I decided it'd be kind of cool to show their original character, I guess is the way to put it, by having them in their original pose. So I did that with Clyde Frog. Frog Clyde? Whatever. And oh boy, Drift's eye is kind of creepy on a horse. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's too big and I didn't really place it high up, but I wanted to copy his big eye, and yeah, it's kind of creepy. I also had to be kind of generous where I put the spots because obviously he doesn't have that much headspace. But putting the markings around his legs and arms were very fun. I like those. Honestly though, the frogs are kind of annoying to draw because I don't like the way the eyes are placed. Or like the eye shape, I guess. I don't really like. And I was having a little trouble on like where to place the face pattern on Clyde. Like I was scared of having it too high up. Maybe I should have made the mouth smaller and lower it. I had no idea. But that was part of the challenge. I had to try to get his main characteristics onto a frog body. And I learned that sometimes you can't fit all of them on a different animal. Because obviously their proportions are different. I almost colored Horse Drift the same colors as Clyde. I'm like, no, wait, wrong one. My brain was like, horse is color of horse. And it's like, no, that's not the challenge. But oh my god, I think I should have went with a lighter red. That is one intense red, that Drift is. At least from where I color picked it. He just looks like a giant flaming hot Cheeto, and I'm not sure if I like it. I did like how I was able to copy the gradient though. That made it look a little more nice, just because it gets rid of the red. And then of course the dark brown really brought it all together. And then it was Clyde's turn, and oh boy, was I not a fan of that yellow. And I also forgot to add the little hair on his forehead. But he was pretty simple. Like I said, the horses don't really have much of a pattern. And that's mainly it for these two. Honestly, the Drift horse is kind of cool, but I'm not a fan of the Clyde frog. It is very boring, I must say. Oh, I forgot I also added gray at the end of his hands and feet just to resemble the hooves. Oh boy. So this is definitely not a cute couple. That's for sure. Next on the generator, I had gone Tabby and Derwin. And it's like, that's very interesting. They're opposites in personality and color. So it's gonna be very interesting to play with. Now luckily, they're kinda similar. They both have a roundish head and their body's pretty short. Cats are a little longer, but they're more similar than a frog and a horse, that's for sure. It took a bit for me to get the pose properly for Cat Derwin. And another thing I had to decide was I going to include a nose? Because he had a beak. Am I going to include a nose? Do I make him of yellow lips or something? But I just settled with putting a yellow circle around his mouth. Kind of like how kitties have the white around their muzzle. But instead his is yellow. I hate drawing glasses. They're the worst. I didn't make them perfect. That's for sure. I just wanted to hurry up and get this. Because I wasn't focused about making it perfect. I just wanted to see the concept of switching species. He also looks goofy with that hair, which I also added that hair pattern on the end of his tail. Just because he needed something for his tail and I didn't know what else to add. I am a fan of his freckles though. They're cute. And oh my god, as a cat, Durin is still a giant nerd. That's for sure. You can't get rid of the nerd feature, especially with that hair and those glasses. I'm sorry, Durin. And those eyes definitely are not helping. Like, I mean, he's definitely not my favorite. I'm sorry. But I tried to make him as good as he could be as a cat. But honestly, I think I prefer him as a duck. Oh my god, this monstrous creation. So, I wanted to copy Tabby's pose, right? Well, problem. Look at Tabby's teeth. I'm kind of sad I didn't fully capture her nose into the picture. But like her teeth is good enough, and oh my god, sticking that with a beak is so creepy. It is. It's awful. I hate it. I hate bird Tabby. It's scary. And honestly, it's also weird seeing a duck with markings like that. It's like just like giant stitches on him or something. Her, sorry, on her. And oh boy, I did not want to work close up with Tabby's face. Like those eyes, that smile. I'm scared that I put a beak around the smile because it made it 10 times worse, I feel. Like, what is that? Who's our dentist, though? Because honestly, those are really nice teeth. But not the proper teeth for a cat. And then, I guess because Tabby is a duck now, but it actually looks like she's trying to fly. Which is pretty funny how the pose works with the species. when it comes to coloring Derwin, it was pretty straightforward. Like I said, I put the beak, which is the yellow around the mouth. I decided to make his legs all yellow instead of maybe doing a gradient I could have done for the feet, but I figured the duck's whole legs are yellow, so I'll just make the whole thing yellow. Looks a little weird, but that's what I went with. Okay, the funny thing is, I took the color of inside his mouth to use for the inside of his ears. I don't know why. That was like the only color I didn't use on Derwin is the inside of his mouth. So let's use it for the ears. But then the innermost part, I just used the color of his hair. I thought it would look good because brown and blue always look good. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I could have made it yellow, but that's what I did. I don't know why. Tabby, again, I just take the colors from the picture. Her eyes a little wonky, but just ignore that. And I forgot that Tabby has big, round, pink cheeks. And I also, at the end, added the giant nostrils because I felt like it was part of her. It was also fun doing the little gradient paws on. Not really paws, but that was another thing I couldn't decide. Did I want the whole leg to be white or do a gradient? But I went with the gradient because that's the way it is on Tabby. And with that, those are all of my species swaps that I've done. I am very tempted to revisit this because now I'm curious to see how other animals look like swap. And if you have some suggestions, let me know. And maybe you can come up with creepier creatures than these guys. Or if you have any other ideas in general of what I can do, let me know. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching and see you later. Bye bye!